The lack of resistance within communication between two entities represents the true idea of what love is. You are truly captivating the world with your love.
Hello, hello. Do we have Rob back with us?
Yep, we have me back.
All right.
Yep, we got me back with you. There you go.
Shall we bring the other two wonderful channelers, Roxanne Swinehart and Daniel Scranton, back?
Absolutely. Let's bring them on back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we get started, do you guys mind giving your websites out super quick? That way later on everybody can look you up.
Sure thing.
I would love to do that.
Rock and roll, Danny.
Well, my website's pretty easy. It's just my name, Daniel Scranton. Daniel like the book in the Bible, and Scranton like the city in Pennsylvania.com. And I channel a message almost every day that I post on the home page, and if you subscribe, you get those messages to your inbox every day. So
Awesome.
I'm offering tons of different things on there and more to come, so please check it out.
Okay, and Roxanne Swinehart, otherwise known as Foxy Roxy, where do we find you?
Foxy Roxy. Two places you can find me: Odyssey of Ascension on YouTube, and that's where I post all my channelings. I channel twice a week in front of a group, and it's an open group. In case you're ever in San Antonio, just give me a ring-a-dingy on the telly-welly and come on over. And my website with my contact information it's not as cool as Daniel's, which I need to upgrade. It's Roxanne CD, so ROXANNE CD.wix.com/Odyssey. ODYSSEY. And also, if you go to Odyssey of Ascension on YouTube, on my banner on the channel page, when you click the channel, on my banner at the top, there's a link to my website. And also Odyssey of Ascension on WordPress. I have, like 14 blogs on there from different channeled writings. So there you go.
Nice. And Mr. Rob Gauthier, where do we find you?
Well, you can find me at a very easiest place, newly revamped website, which I'm very proud of. I did most of that work myself with tons of feedback from my Sunshine Queen, as well as a couple of friends who gave me some good insight. What I was doing wasn't always the correct way when I first started my black background with white lettering, but what I've got now is www.treb, T-R-E-B, and then the word channeling with two N's, so trebchanneling.com. You could type that in as two separate words in YouTube, and you will find all sorts of videos. That is definitely probably a couple 100 hours worth of free material you can go to on YouTube and listen to. Tons of information. Go to my website. Go to the YouTube. I've got tons of Facebook things too, Aridif, Treb, and then myself as a fan page, and also the actual book. So you can go ahead and go to trebchanneling.com, and that will give you all the other insights and sites that are available within. You might have to do a little digging and a little playing around, but trebchanneling.com, that's the home base there. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, now you know where to look after, and just so you guys know, this show will be archived after, so if you didn't catch any of that, you'll be able to play it almost instantly after the show. So we can even hit the download button and keep it forever.
Yeah, and absolutely. And also, I would imagine before it gets too late in this evening, maybe a couple hours after the show, you will be able to find this whole thing. If you're not a Blog Talk person, you can go to youtube.com and type in Enlightenment Evolution Network, three-way channeling, and all of the information for all the channelers. Their websites will be there, as well as a YouTube video of tonight's event. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, you should have everything ready in the where you need to be. And the Enlightenment Evolution Network YouTube page also supports all of the hosts who like to put their shows on videos and upload them there. You can find tons of archive videos on there. Not as many as you can in the Blog Talk archive, but you can definitely find a bunch. So you can go there and check out all the videos for our network.
All right, and time's a ticking, so I'm going to explain a little bit how this works. We're going to have a three-way channel between Rob Gauthier, Daniel Scranton, and Roxanne Swainhart, channeling their various wonderful, benevolent, loving entities and versions of your higher self as well. If you are wanting to ask a question, please press 1 at any time on your phone. What that'll do is that'll raise your hand. You can call us at 347-308-8788 if you have Skype and
your phone.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, we just had a little background noise.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry, you guys. I think that was me. I forgot that I wasn't muted.
It's okay.
It's all right.
We're gonna unmute all the entities in just a bit anyway, so it's all good. So just call 347-308-8788. Also, if you happen to have a Blog Talk account and you're on Skype, just hit the little Skype button and press 1, and you can also get through that way as well. And again, hit 1 at any time. We are going to take only one question per person because I'm seeing there are a lot of people here, and we're going to try to get to as many people as we can. And then I'm going to bring these guys back in at least, I'm going to try to shoot for at least 15 minutes early because we have a drawing. There will be a lucky winner for the channel panel. So please, if you want to go ahead and share the Gray and White Channel panel poster on Facebook, we will have a random drawing right after the channeling, and you'll have a chance to win a free ticket for the channel panel. All right, guys. Well, are you guys feeling all neutralized and about ready to bring in your entities?
Yeah, I think Daniel should probably go first on his connection because me and him both do toning, and I know it might take a couple minutes, but or what I could do is I'll mute myself while I'm doing my oming and toning, and Daniel can keep his mic open so I know that Treb can unmute the headphone piece. So go ahead, Daniel, start getting ready, and I'm going to start getting ready on my end, and we'll all meet on the other side. And thank you, Kalina.
Well, I'm wondering, to put you guys on the spot, I think it would be kind of cool to hear you both toning if it doesn't interfere.
It doesn't bother me.
What do you think, sweetie?
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it to
awesome. I think that'll sound
I can tell you guys it's going to be 3 very long tones for me, and then you'll hear them come in and say, "We are here for you." And that's when you know it's done. That's when you know I'm done.
Yeah, and when Treb goes hello, that's when I'm done, and Roxy's already done. She's already on it. I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to start, and we'll see you guys on the other side. And thanks again for all who are listening, participating. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you, Kalina, for being the moderator for this and the wonderful co-host. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
My pleasure. Love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. story. Yeah. Wow.
Good evening, Kalina. I believe that the host and I and Aridif are ready.
All right. Good evening, Treb Bor Yit NE and Aridif. And as you guys may know, we have some other wonderful entities with us. Who do we have with us right now, along with Treb Bor Yit NE and Aridif?
I shall go first. This is Osifius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. And greetings to the collective of the Internet, Radio, Idea Collective, our eternal thanks once again for vibrating into this reality and allowing this co-creation. So let's get on with it. Booyah.
And I believe we have the creator.
We are the creators, yes.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being with us this evening. And
Yes.
The first thing I want to do is have everyone give a brief message based on the current energies right now, based on the listeners. Would you be willing to give a short message each that would be very good for all of us, growth-wise, to hear? And I'll begin with Treb and or Aridif.
Yes. Let us express first that both of us, Treb and Aridif, that you would call us, are both here to connect you. But let us express that it is I who would give the first introduction. Let us express that all of us are together, connected now, and I wish to express my great love and gratitude, not only to those who are listening, but to those who are connecting to their own higher versions, that are connecting to the parts of themselves that excite them the greatest. And with this expression being expressed, the idea and message that we wish to share in this evening would be that of a very simple message. What we wish to express is that all of you are going through monumental changes within yourself and externally to you, but there's often a mistake that is made within perception that all of these things are truly happening outside of you. But what we wish to express is the changes that tend to be around you in the times of these monumental changes, as we have expressed, are not coming from those who co-create with you, but are coming from within you. So when you begin to see your elevated point of view in your own self, as you would perceive this to be, or your lowered perception, if you will, then all of these ideas of expression and perceptions only mean that the energy that is within you is translating a new idea, a new concept, a new perception, so that you may either rise to your occasion and grow within your own self, or so that you may go through an experience of separation or frustration that you need. And when you are doing this, you may choose either path that fits you the greatest, the most great co-creation that you are able to have with those that are outside of you, that you are co-creating with. When you are able to experience all of these changes, let us assure you that your own consciousness, that your own perception, and your own expression of what consciousness is
in this reality is the hand at work behind the scenes. And with this, let us assure you that all of your power lies within, and creating this can be very exciting. And this is what we wish to share with you.
Aw, thank you, Treb.
Yes!
All right, who wants to step up next?
Whomever. I shall go then. The idea I would like to express about this co-created moment that you have all selected, chose in that fashion through all of your probable selves and probable, let's say, nows of choice is exactly 100% mirrored of that of Treb. You have a choice here to expand or to, let's say, be frustrated. But in frustration, entities of ascension, most certainly that is rejoice in time. Why? Because you have the choice to expose to yourself by that frustration what is limiting you. Awesome. Continue.
Awesome. And how about you, creators? What is your message for us this evening?
We are enjoying very much this co-creation. And so we want all of you to recognize how much power there is in co-creation. So we are adding now to what has already been stated, where you can recognize that you are doing it all within you, that everything is originating from within you, and that all you need in order to shift your consciousness is to go within and explore all the wonder that you are. And we are adding to that idea with this message that tonight represents a co-creative, powerful endeavor. And that all of you, as you expand your idea of who and what you are, to include the collective, to include those in your community, you find that the feeling that you get when you come together as a group with similar intentions is exponential, is off the charts. And what can be accomplished through working together in harmony and in finding that group intention that is at the core of every single one of you to expand and to love and to live harmoniously with each other and with this planet is what will be even more powerful as you move within and then you expand out and include others in everything that you are seeking to experience here as a singular identity within a larger collective of being.
Thank you, all of you. I know I give my great gratitude and love for all of you being here tonight. And without further ado, I think we should start taking our callers. So the person who's been on the longest waiting is, I believe, on Skype and goes by Yarn59. Yarn59, do you have a question for our beloved entities tonight?
Hi.
Hi. Who do we have? Who do we have with us?
Roxy Yates.
Yeah, this is Roxy.
Hi, Roxy. It's Osiphia's. Greetings once again. Go ahead.
I don't have really a question. Just if there's a message from someone higher up or from a family member, or if I'm going in the right direction with things.
I'll jump on board with that. Roxy, what are you seeking? You didn't call for any particular reason, just to know something. There's something that's pinging, so to speak. What is it about the family member, let's say, that you want to know? It's in you. Trust me.
Oh, I just want to know if they have a message for me.
Oh, yes. Get on with your ascension. How about that? How about, let's say, stop worrying about what is in the past and what is in the future? How about now? The idea of that continuation that we had discussed before of the paradigm you are, let's say, constructing about you, in that concern for your outside selves, which are truly, let's say, your family members in that fashion, incarnating as other selves in the idea of the oversoul self, and they're all reflecting back to you what you are. Now, in that, let's say, general idea, in expansion of self, the main holdback is your concern for fitting in with them and not offending once again. And also, let's say, the history of your adopted idea is playing a part in there. In other words, you're taking on burdens of those others instead of focusing upon yourself. Remember, entities of ascension, and this goes for everyone out there, you cannot be selfish in your own universe. That is my message from this now. Adone.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
And our next caller is area code 805. 805. Who do we have with us this evening?
Hi. So this is my first time on. Thank you.
Welcome.
Do I have to select someone?
You can address all three entities or anyone that you're pulled to.
Sure. Well, I would like to ask the creators. I'm about to pack to go to Denmark, and it's so hard for me to pack. I feel afraid that I'm going to bring too little or that I'm going to bring too much, and thereby, basically, it's just so hard for me to pack. So just some guidance to make it easier. Thank you.
We will remind you that the most important piece that you are bringing on your trip is yourself. Nothing else that you bring is as important or as significant as that which you are. That is, all that you bring from yourself will far outweigh that which you can fit in the suitcase. So, relax. Do not put so much pressure on yourself to get it right, to bring the right things, to make sure that you do it right so that you can enjoy your trip and instead refocus yourself on your intention toward the trip itself. What is it that you want to bring energetically? What is it that you want to feel? What is it that you want to experience? And let those answers to those questions, the most significant piece of what it is you are bringing with you on your trip. So let then the packing experience be an extension of that energy so that everything that you bring is representative of that energy, and anything that you do not bring is because it does not fit with the energy of what it is that you are bringing from yourself, what it is you are wanting to experience, and what it is you are wanting to feel while on your journey. So every time you find yourself getting stuck, getting anxious, just take a few deep breaths, relax, and remind yourself that you are the most important item that you could bring on your journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you, caller, for your question, and have a lot of fun. All right, next question will be from 703. Who do we have with us this evening?
Hello.
Hi. Who do we have with us
Yes, hi.
this evening?
Yes, this is, thank you very much for taking my call.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm curious about difference in perception in a child versus an adult. For example, I'm curious why a child is not understanding, a young child is not understanding the constraints over time. For example, the child does not understand what is tomorrow or yesterday, and I'm wondering whether it's the dissension that is still happening over soul integrating with the body, with a new body, or something else. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And did you want all of them to answer your question? Or?
If possible, yes, please.
All right. I give you all the floor.
Yes. Let us express within this one idea that the entities that you would perceive to be a child is truly not a younger or smaller consciousness. What this entity is an entity who has not matured physically, but is more matured in the essence of their own consciousness. When a child looks at the day, they do not perceive what is later, what is tomorrow, what is yesterday, because all of these ideas are constructs of larger energies that are grown through perceptions of the collective consciousness. A child is born with close contact to what their higher self is, a closer essence to what the truly energy that they perceive is, and what they are doing as they are growing is learning more from the collective to separate themselves from this. What you can do is look at a child within its own perception. What you can do is look at the behavior and mindset of a child. And if you are using them to place an example for your own self of how to live in the moment and how to live in your excitement, there is much that you can learn from a child. All that you must realize within this idea of what is difference between a child and an adult in your own perception, what the difference is that they are truly more connected to their higher self, that they are connected to the soul fractal. And this is our perception on differences in children and adults.
Creators.
Did anyone else have anything they wanted to add to that?
Stand by.
Yeah. We will put our 2 cents in. We would like for you to understand that the child is helping you to remove yourself from the idea of linear time. So when the child is unable to grasp the concept of time, the concept of tomorrow and yesterday, they are actually showing you how to exist in a timeless, in a non-linear framework so that you may begin to experience yourself as timeless and as having access to more than one moment in time, rather than finding yourself moving across a timeline that has a before and after idea. So we would suggest that you tune yourself to a child's energy in relation to this idea of time that they are bringing forth, so that you may train yourself to experience time in a new and exciting way.
Excellent. This is Osipius. I will bring in Seth. The idea that you have just perceived is that one of your higher self giving you the practicum of expansion of self. Now, in that, both Treb, in that fashion, we know him as another, and of course the Creator, have started the practicum for you to understand yourself. The tool of the child truly is that of a co-creation moment. Once again, never discount any of your moments. In that idea, you are seeing what you already are. You're remembering you are now all the time. But in your fashionable perception of time, you are straddling on time. You are not truly like the child in the moment. And within the moment, in your viewership of the child, from your perspective, you see the disconnection. And that disconnection only leads yourself to ask, what is going on with my reality, and why don't I, and why can't I? And of course, you are only expanding your own framework of your acceptable reality. Now, a practicum would be a good idea, in other words, for you to view yourself from the child. In other words, see yourself out of the child's eyes in a fashion, and just trust that idea that is popping in your head of your PowerPoint of now, your imagination third eye. Also be in a distance. In other words, you see your child, the child sees you, but also be a third-party observer, and that maybe of a time, let's say, snap picture of a still moment, and then you can observe that entire environment and be understanding of you outside of the entire construct of you understand as humanity, only expanding once again your own, let's say, version of yourself that is, again, acceptable to the reality you perceive as reality. The child is, in the fashion, awake, period. However, in the construct of using what we call the mind and building the conscious beliefs around it, it is inherently, let's say, taking on all of its cellular idea, memory, DNA, as well as the conscience, what we call conscience units around you to fit the new reality of the child, as well as your belief systems of the parents or the people around them in that fashion, as well building that construct and slowly in that fashion bringing the awareness of the gift of time to that child. In other words, evolve to devolve, re-evolving itself in the fashionable moment. This is all. I shall return you to Osipius. Thank you, Seth. All right, Kalina, we're done.
Thank you very much, Osipius. Well, our next caller is 604. 604, who are you, and what is your question for us tonight?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Terrific, thank you.
Are you still there? Oh, I think 604 has dropped somehow. So 604, if you call back, I'll get you next, okay? No worries. What we will do is we will go ahead and take the next in line, 586. Who do we have with us this evening? 586?
Hi, this is Maria from Michigan.
Hi, Maria. That's a fancy place.
Of the Lake Wamiga Malakas.
Oh.
MM, we call her.
Nice.
MM. Hi, Kalina.
Hi, Maria. Did you have a question?
And hello. Yeah, I kind of do. It's kind of complicated, maybe, but
perceived complicated, not really. Relax, go.
Okay, this has been something that's been going around, and I put it out to Conscious Evolution 2.0 and got some very interesting thoughts around it. The basic question is, if we are all creators and two, all co-creators, and two, participants or observers, how do I step off of certain created images of me or assumptions or scenarios or situations that I don't choose to be in if people are co-creating it with me? I mean, I've heard I've pre-agreed to these things. I've heard all kinds of thoughts around this. It's a very circular subject for me, and I know it's a toughie.
Oh. Yeah, we will jump in and give our perspective on this idea. So, first of all, you do not need to understand with your mind how it all works. So you can relax and let go of the need to know how. And just accept that whatever is in the moment is the most perfect manifestation of a reality that you could be experiencing. Now, we understand that when you realize that you are creator beings, that you then want to get in there and you want to manipulate and you want to be in control and be in charge of everything as it unfolds. You want to create your perfect version of reality. And that is something that many who first become aware of that idea give themselves responsibility for, and then feel frustrated about. And then when you start to consider the idea of co-creation and past lives and parallel realities and future lives and oversoul, it all gets a bit convoluted. And you can spend a lifetime just trying to put it all together so that you know exactly how it all works. When instead, it is so much more valuable to you to be in the moment that you are in, present, full participant, fully aware of what you are feeling, and to bring as much love through yourself as you possibly can in that moment, to let the love that flows through you be that which creates, leaving your mind out of the equation so that your mind doesn't have to piece it all together and put all the pieces in the right place and so on. So we want you to just relax, and we know that there are many different ways of looking at this idea of creating a reality, but as far as we are concerned, we just want you to be in your reality, be present, be fully conscious, be fully in your body, and be willing to accept that which is presenting itself to you as the perfect, the most perfect version of reality that you could possibly experience in your now moment.
Thank you very, very much. And I know also that Aridif would like to answer this question as well. Aridif, are you there?
Yes, we are here, and we appreciate the connection. This is Aridif. Treb Bor Yit NE has brought me forward to speak more directly on this specific subject. It is a very great resonance with the concept that the creators have brought forward into existing. In simply existing, you can resonate upon all levels. But there is also an understanding that knowledge for some is a key to greater understandings in other areas. So if you wish to know the mechanism of the way that this specifically works, we will give you the most simple version that we have available to you at this time. You are creating everything around you. Even through co-creations, your creational mechanism is that drives your existence. There are souls and twin souls that exist simultaneously, with the job of the twin soul only to prepare many parallel realities for one fractal existence. One fractal having many parallel existences may be dealt and handed backwards and forwards from one oversoul to the twin soul that relates all probabilities of this one fractal. In the exchange of information and energy, you are choosing a reality in which you prefer. Now, in the mechanics alongside of this, you understand that all relationships, all entities, all co-creations are still yet a manifestation and a derivative of your own consciousness projecting. Projection of consciousness in any connection that you have is still yours. Yes, these entities are independent and sovereign within themselves, and yes, these entities create with you. But the version of the entity in which you create with is only the version that you will allow in your created universe. This is the mechanism explained in the most simple terms that we can share. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are running out of time, so what I'm going to do is take one more caller, but it will have to be super quick just to make sure we can do the drawing to get somebody to win a ticket to the channel panel. So what I'll do is take 516's number. And thank you, Maria, for your call. 516, who do we have with us this evening? 516. Hi.
Hi, this is Janine.
Hi, Janine.
Hi, thanks, Kalina, and thank you for all of the entities coming through and all the channelers. You're all amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, I heard recently that the best way to live your life is through a life of service to others, through opening up a vortex of well-being for them through your own alignment. And I've chosen years ago to make a profession out of that. So I'd like to know what is some advice on the best way for me to align my energy so I can be of service to others and make a profession out of it? Like, what are some tips that I can do to help kind of amplify that energy? And that's for whoever wants to answer.
Well, Osipius, do you want to take this question first?
Thank you so much. Now listen to this idea. I am reading your higher self, so just trust this for this now, and then you can choose the basket of apples I leave upon your door and toss them out or take a bite. Does not matter. The idea in and of itself was just what I said. I'm offering. Your idea, however, in service is in the fashion of karmatic idea. In other words, you are perpetuating a system that you must serve others in order to receive. Truly, aligning yourself is acting upon your individual universe. If you would, in that action, not have a concern, for the concern will shift to the outside in acceptance of the outside, then that will be your outside. Always, let's say, perpetuating the idea, am I doing enough? Am I giving enough in order to receive? Listen to those words again. In order to receive. If you want to do this in service to humanity, offer yourself as the expression of God by truly, oh yes, being yourself. And in being yourself, you discover yourself, all of yourselves. As the Creator said earlier, your parallel selves, your probable selves. As Aridif said earlier, your co-creation selves, your co-creation twin flames in that fashion. By being the individual expression of the particle of information that you are, only offers its perpetuating offering in service to humanity to choose. This is the idea behind allowance. You choose your reality as your best to highest excitement, as Bashar says. Follow that to, let's say, no end, with no fear of ever getting anything in return, because that's lack. Oh, yes. You will always be rocked in the bosom of grace, once again. And in that, you will see your reality shift to the ones that are starting to give you your love in reflection of that offering in and of itself. And then you guys will create the grander idea from the individual to the collective. Are you following? All right. That is all I have.
Thank you very much. And
You're welcome.
We have just a couple more minutes. Was there anyone else that wanted to address this? Perhaps the creators and Treb and or Aridif?
Yeah. We will jump in here and put forth our perspective on this idea. So, when you hear something from someone else that tells you that this is the way to live, this is how it is done. It is done through service. Well, they are starting with the idea that there is one way to live for all beings. And the idea of service that most of you have is of doing something for someone else. It is of direct contact and communication with another individual that would then in some way uplift that individual, that would in some way be a benefit to that individual or group of individuals. So you have this idea of direct service. That is what is most prominent in most of your ideas of what service is. However, is a person who is climbing a mountain by themselves because they feel so alive when they climb the mountain, not of service in some way to someone else. The energy that they are putting out through the collective is that of, I am free, I am alive, I am letting source energy flow through me, I am love, I am one with nature, I am capable, I am strong, I have a beautiful physical body that can do amazing things, I am breathing. All these wonderful ideas are being put out into the collective for others to pick up on. So is that not of service? So the idea then for you is not to look for the thing that will be of service that you can make into a career, because that is asking far, far too much of yourself to figure out and to find. Instead, you simply move through your life knowing that the opportunities to be of service will come to you in the perfect moment as you continue to look within yourself, to ask yourself, what is calling me today? What is making my heart sing? And how can I do more of that? And as you do, everything that you are, everything that you do is of service to the collective of which you could never be a part or separate from, you see. So it is always direct service, even if it looks like a singular person out in the middle of nowhere doing exactly what they love to do.
Thank you very much. And Treb and or Aridif, did you have any final words you wanted to add?
Yes, this is Aridif again, and I will express one concept when it comes to this. Both of the entities who have spoken before me have encompassed this idea very greatly. The only thing that I can add is whether you are doing for yourself or doing for others at all is doing for source. The perceived type difference of entities of type 1 and type 2 are both working towards the same evolution. Both souls are going back to oneness. Whether they are serving all because they understand all is the same as themselves, they understand they are a part of that all, or whether they are doing only for themselves in the small groups which they do for, all of these actions are related back to source and is doing what you have come to do, to exist. If you wish to have a job to help others because this is your highest excitement, do it. If you are doing it because you believe you will attach yourself to negativity if you do not, then do not do this. Only do what the heart requires yourself to do, what it feels good to do, what it feels right to do, but not because you are worried of damnation. This would place you in the same conundrum that many religious entities perceive, such as hell, such as damnation and fire. You do not need to worry about punishment. You do as you wish to do, as you are excited to do, and this is the reward within itself. You are all very well loved, and we thank you for this evening.
Thank you so, so much. And what I'm going to do, since we've only got 12 minutes left, I want to thank all of our beloved entities and the channelers. And what I'm going to do is cut to a break. And as you guys all bring your channelers back in, we are going to, behind the scenes during the break, we will be drawing the winner for tonight's channel panel. So we will be right back all. We love you, and we will be right back.
Hi, this is Karen Newman from the show About Oneness, and here's what's coming up on the Enlightenment Evolution Network 1 and 2 for the week starting on Monday, September 8th until Sunday, September 14th. Simply put, Rob Gauthier, founder of the EEN and the host of the show that started it all, the Enlightenment Evolution Hour, has put together the greatest metaphysical radio network ever. 7 days a week we have shows that will aid you on your path to enlightenment, evolution, and ascension on the Enlightenment Evolution Network 1 and the Enlightenment Evolution Network 2. On EEN1, Mondays starting at 6:30 p.m. PST and 9:30 p.m. EST is Heart to Heart Talk Radio with your host, Daniel Scranton. Join Daniel and his featured guests discussing a wide variety of metaphysical topics. Daniel channels the Creators, the Hathors, Ophelia the Fairy, and the Archangel Michael, and now the latest, the Unicorn Collective. Daniel and his guests will take phone calls and questions, and it's sure to generate high-frequency discussions. You can find out more about Daniel at his website, danielscranton.com, and also on Facebook. Go to the Events tab on Daniel's website to learn more about Daniel's upcoming events. Daniel's guest on Monday is Marilyn Holzman. On Tuesday at noon Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern, please join hosts Megan Crandallmeyer and Rachel Archelaus for Radio Inspiration, Expression, and Abundance for their show, Soulfulpreneur. Spiritual business specialists Rachel and Megan will bring you inspiring conversations with people who are living their soul purpose. Frequent guests include psychic mediums, channelers, coaches, artists, and authors. They end every show with psychic readings and business coaching. Your questions about spiritual business or life purpose journey are welcome. This week, Rachel and Megan will discuss the book Breaking Loose from the Money Game. On Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, is the show that started it all, the Enlightenment Evolution Hour, with host Rob Gauthier. Rob channels Treb on the first Wednesday of each month and will take callers' questions. And on the third Wednesday, we'll have special guests such as guest channelers and other metaphysical teachers. The other 2 Wednesdays are freestyle call-in shows to discuss whatever callers have on their minds. Tune into Rob on Wednesday nights, and you can also find him at TrebChanneling.com and on Facebook at the Enlightenment Evolution Network group page. Rob has 2 special announcements. Introducing what is shaping up to be the event of the year for Treb Channeling. We are excited to have some of the greatest channelers in the world. On Saturday, September 13th, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Channel Panel. This is a live, interactive, online event. The event will be easily accessible to anyone with internet on their device, phone, Mac, or PC. The event is 6 hours, and it has the greatest names in channeling today, including Brett Johnson, John Calley, Nora Herold, Rob Gauthier, and Daniel Scranton. The moderator is co-host Kalina Angell. The cost for this great event is $45. If you go to TrebChanneling.com, you can register and find out all about the details. Another project near and dear to Rob's heart is the much-anticipated sequel to the groundbreaking film Tuning In, called Tuning In Now. The movie will feature channelers such as Daryl Anka and Bashar, Lee Carroll and Cryon, and our very own Rob Gauthier and Treb. Tuning In Now will explore the amazing work of today's top channels and how they are helping to awaken the consciousness of the planet. The film is in fundraising stages at the moment, and with a contribution of as little as $15 all the way up to $50,000, you can help make sure this film is made. Please go to Indiegogo.com. That's www.indiegogo.com and type in the search Tuning In Now 2. All details about donations to this film can be found on the Indiegogo.com website. Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, join host Philip Malika with the Consciousness Evolution Hour. Join Philip and his special guests and co-hosts as they discuss the shift, ascension, timelines, metaphysical concepts, and the fifth dimension. Find Philip on the Consciousness Evolution 2.0 group page on Facebook and on YouTube. On Friday, The Earth Experience with host Kalina Angell at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. The Earth Experience explores our soul's expansion through our human experiences on Earth. Kalina will help you navigate and expand through the exciting confusions that we are manifesting as new 5D beings. On Saturday, Odyssey of Ascension with your host, Roxanne Swainhart. Join the one and only Roxanne Swainhart for 2 hours of knock your socks off Ascension downloads. Be open, be ready, and just be with her while she answers your questions about ascension, extraterrestrials, soul purpose, energy activations, and all things ascension. Roxy is a channeler and ascension guide extraordinaire in these extraordinary times. Living in San Antonio, Roxy received an awakening experience and promptly exploded onto the metaphysical scene, posting videos, blogging, and doing live group channeling and changing the lives of all she encounters. Roxy channels the entities of Siphius, the Hathor Guides, the Sasani Guides, and the collective Oversoul Fire, just to name a few. Come join her for an unforgettable couple of hours on your personal path. On Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11 a.m. Pacific is my show About Oneness. About Oneness is a weekly radio program focused on celebrating the ongoing conscious awakening of our planet and our realization of oneness. I am an American originally from Charleston, South Carolina, now living in the Netherlands. I am an integrated channel, medium, Reiki master, and metaphysical teacher. I have a varied and diverse background, including that of being a singer, dancer, writer, as well as working in the sport nutrition and fitness world. As a channel, I bring forward the information of my non-physical guides called Theos, whose message is always that of oneness and unconditional love. This show for me is about integrating all of my experiences and following my highest excitement, which is tapping into truth so I can better understand my place in the universe. If you'd like to learn more about me, my upcoming guests, as well as see videos of channelings and teachings, you can visit aboutoneness.com. On Sunday, September the 14th, my guest will be the amazing James E. Charles. And then on the Enlightenment Evolution Network too. On Tuesdays, join host Victoria Vives at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, for your host of Earth Sky People Radio, your bridge between heaven and earth. Subjects will include planet Earth, becoming part of an intergalactic society, star seeds and extraterrestrial life, living in oneness with one another, with Mother Earth, and with life beyond Earth.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to bring all of our wonderful channelers back on. And I want to say sorry, I left my microphone on. I don't know if you guys can make out what I said. Did you? It was really funny.
I couldn't tell what you said, but I texted Rob to let him know that I could hear you guys.
I was reeling because while they were channeling, because when Aridif channels through Rob, he's actually fully conscious. And I got a Skype message from Aridif, and we were kind of Skyping a little back and forth, and it was kind of surprising. So when Rob came in, I asked him, did Treb and Aridif bring you back? Because I was going out there to get him, which is why I left my mic on. I was going out there. I was surprised to see Rob pop in. So I just thought it was really funny, and that's what that was about, guys. Like, my brain just is not here. Totally. Just imagine if you had your entity Skyping you. I mean, it's like, how human is that,
Kalina?
right? Yes.
I hate to do this, but we've got 3 minutes left, guys.
Yes.
I've got to announce the winner. I want to thank all of you for sharing this. If you want to keep this on your wall, please do. We had 51 shares for this event, and we found one winner, and I'm trying to pronounce the name. It's Erica Rees Grooms, I believe. Facebook lady, and I will contact her if she's not listening tonight. She won the free ticket for that. And I want to thank Daniel. I want to thank Roxy, and I want to thank Kalina. Thank all of you guys for coming on again.
Thank you, Doll.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, so we will call it a night at this time, guys. Remember, the channel panel is Saturday. If you want to join, trebchanneling.com. Go to events and then online events. You can click on there to do that. We do this show every Wednesday, the first Wednesday of each month, Treb Channeling Special. You can come on, ask questions. You can go to all these other host shows, Monday for Daniel, Saturday for Foxy Roxy, Friday for Kalina Angell. Go to Facebook and type in the Enlightenment Evolution Network, and all of the show schedules right there. Thank you guys again for coming on. We appreciate it.
Lots of love, doll.
You're
lots
welcome.
of love. Lots of love to you guys, too. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys Saturday. Thanks again, guys.
Yep.
See you Saturday. Love you guys.
Hey. Thanks. I love you guys.
All right.
Aww.
I love you guys, too, and thanks again. Thanks, Daniel and Roxy. All right, Kalina, thanks again, too, for co-creating this. I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you were almost at the finish point of your story.
No,
it was a wonderful story, but
I'm just overly excited, so.
Well, I don't blame you. I love all of you guys so much. Join us. Join Kalina Friday. Join myself Wednesday. Roxy on Saturday. Daniel on Monday. The Enlightenment Evolution Network is a network for all things metaphysical. If you like what you hear on any of the shows, you can donate to each host by going to their own websites or their own page, hitting donate. If you want to donate to the network, trebchanneling.com, you can throw in any donation you'd like. We love you guys with all of our hearts, and we will see you next Wednesday. And Kalina will see you guys much sooner than that Friday. Thank you guys, and we love you.
Night. Good night.
Day after tomorrow night.
That's right.
It's Thursday tomorrow. Philip will get upset with you if you take his showtime, I promise.
Don't want that.
All right, I love you guys. Love you, Kalina, and thank you, sweetheart.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
The lack of resistance within communication between two entities represents the true idea of what love is. You are truly captivating the world with your love.